stay-at-home mother, listen to me. I know that sometimes it can be challenging and it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice you do for the sake of your children or even marriage. But let me tell you something. The more you stay at home within those walls, year after year after year, it is going to do something to you mentally. It is your mind is going to get affected. That I can assure you. Being at home year after year, it does something to you mentally, and you're going to go through all the different stages of depression. You'll get depressed, get out of it, get depressed again, get out of it. You'll get stimulated by your environment, the kids, yeah. And then when you get stimulated, you become moody, you become angry, and you become a bitter person actually. But let me tell you this: you're going to wake up one day, 4 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, 6 years later. You will wake up one day, um, feeling lost, yeah. You will feel like you lost yourself. You will, um, you will be mentally unstable, like you will be in a bad place mentally. You will feel left behind in life, yeah, because you will even start to think that maybe getting married was the problem, or maybe becoming a mother was the problem, yeah, because you see, for years you're being a stay-home mom, your partner, your husband, for them they continue with their life. They have a social life, which for you do not have. They have a busy life. They are occupied. But anyway, so you will wake up with a certain resentment years later. You will feel you'll feel like a nobody, like someone that has no purpose. So you need to put a timeline. You need to put a timeline to this thing. Like let your plan not be that for the rest of my life I'm going to be a stay-home mother. Let me bring up my children. Yes, it's beautiful, but let me tell you, those children grow up at some point, move on into their new lives. And that is how we actually get toxic mother-in-laws. That is how we get toxic mother-in-laws. Because your life was all about your children. Now they've grown up, they've left, they've started families, but you feel like now you have nothing else to do. Like you're just there. So now you start imposing yourself in your children's life. You start choking them. You become toxic to them because now you're imposing yourself on them. You have nothing to do. They were all that you had, and now they've walked away. So, and you see, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You yourself, as a mother, as a wife, you need to be in a better place mentally, physically, and financially. Plus, financially, and that's very important. So, because a happy wife is a happy home, and a happy mother will bring up better children. So, you need to have a timeline because I know before you became a mother, before you became a wife, you had dreams. You had dreams. So, you need to put a timeline. You know yourself better. Yeah. If your last born gets to a certain stage, if your firstborn gets to a certain age, you start to get busy with your life. You will need to rebuild your life. If it means going back to school, you will have to. If it means starting that business, you will have to. If it means going back to look for a job, you will have to. Of course, it will be challenging sometimes to catch up, but you're going to have to rebuild your life. You're going to have to find purpose. You're going to have to find purpose because you're going to have to be a role model to your children. Thank you.